How's practice gone?
I think it's gone well. Just getting acclimated, getting to meet new people, playing with new guys, having our first practice today. Just going out there and playing hard, doing my best. But overall, it's been a solid vibe. And the first practice today, we played hard, we competed, and I'm excited to get started.
What's Jacob Rubin like as a coach?
He's good. He's intense, but he's a stand-up guy, and he likes to have fun. He likes us to play and run, and he likes us to play our game, and so that's what we're going to do. But overall, I'm glad we have such an upbeat guy as our coach. It's refreshing. So,
what has been like the biggest transition for you throughout this process of like moving out here and everything like that?
Moving out here, I mean, just staying in hotels from city to city. Finally, just being in one spot, and just kind of getting on a routine is really just what I'm about. And so it's been good though. Finally, just staying in one spot has been very solid.
It's one thing to, watch it on TV or see it on film, but what have you learned about the Warrior system now that you've had a practice under your belt and kind of been entrenched in it?
That they like to play really fast. That's probably the biggest thing that I needed to acclimate to. The offense that I was in, we kind of played it slow and methodical, and this is upbeat, push the ball, push the pace.
What does that require of you?
Just being ready to catch, swing, set screen and rolls, being a lob threat, stuff of that nature.
Hey Trayce, Dalton Johnson, NBC Sports Bay Area. Saw last year 4.0 assists per game for you. That's a pretty big number for a big man at the college level. When did playmaking become more of an emphasis for you?
I think that Coach Woodson did a really good job in a sense of just showing me film, how to make plays, and it's just something that I had to work on in practice, just running through plays, seeing the options, and that's just something I'm going to have to continue to do, especially playing with such great shooters now.
Are there any kind of guys that you model your game after, and kind of where do you think that your playmaking skills, both out of the post and on the run, kind of fit the Warrior system?
I think that just the way that they play, just being able to pass the ball out of that short roll, handing it off, being a lob threat, putting pressure on the rim are all things that I'm really good at, so I'm just going to have to continue to grow in those areas.
Anything surprised you about the first couple days? You said the speed, they like to be fast.
Yeah, the speed surprised me. Not really surprised me, but just you watch it on TV and then you get out there and then you do it. It's just something that you got to get used to. But overall, it's been really solid. I feel like the guys brought me in right away that I'm with that are in summer league, and so just got to continue to work.
How would you explain what you bring to the table defensively, and what's one part of your game on that side of the ball that you want to continue to grow?
Just being able to alter and block shots is something that I bring to the table without fouling, just walling up vertically, getting my hands on balls and stuff of that nature. And so that's just something that I have to continue to work at.
Is there a player that you're looking forward to playing or being able to maybe swat away a shot?
Not necessarily. I'm just going up against whoever's in front of me. It's the NBA, so guys might get the best of me sometimes, but I'm going to try to go up there and block every shot.
Tonight was a big night for you. One of the highlights was what your father had to say about you and how dedicated you are to working hard and running through a wall for this franchise. You got your first summer practice behind you. How do you feel going into Summer League? And do you feel like you can embody all of those words that your father put in?
Yeah, I think, I'm obviously the youngest guy on the Summer League team, but I'm expected to have a higher role and lead guys. Going through that first summer practice was really exciting for me just to see how good of players we actually have around here. And, maybe believe in more that we can go 7-0 in Summer League.
Who are some guys that stood out to you today at practice?
Yeah, obviously Trayce, definitely a great player. Adam Kunkel shot crazy today. But everyone played their part, and everyone's all about winning, which is cool to see.
Hey, Brandon, has Jacob Rubin or even Steve or anyone else from the coaching staff talked to you about what they want to see from you, or if there are any specific areas of your game that they say we really want to capitalize on this?
Yeah, first night we were here, we went out to dinner with Steve and Mike, and, they basically just told me just to be myself. They drafted me for that reason, and so when I'm out there, just play how I play, and, everything will follow suit.
A lot of people have talked about kind of your feel for the game. As someone who hasn't been playing basketball since age 3 or anything, like how did you kind of innately get that feel for the game? And do you feel like the game has been slowing down for you more and more?
Yeah, I think a big thing is watching a lot of European basketball. I think it's more team-oriented and making the right play always. So obviously my favorite player was Manu Ginobili growing up. So just watching a lot of European guys and how they play, it always seemed like they play the right way, and just modeled my game after those kind of guys.
Was that kind of the point of emphasis too? You know, you're doing your pre-draft workout with these guys. You know, it's a lot about the passing, the flow of the offense, the 0.5 offense. How big was that with them?
Yeah, I think that's what's predicated here. I think that's how guys like Steph and Clay get a lot of their shots, just people making an extra pass. And, you know, when you pass the ball, it always finds you. And, you know, sharing is caring.
Who's been the most influential person on your basketball career so far?
Most influential, I'd probably just say my dad, honestly. He didn't play basketball, so hearing his perspective from just a regular human's perspective on things has been really helpful. And not just hearing stuff basketball related, been able to hear things just as a person and as a man.
What would you deem a successful summer league for yourself? What are you looking forward to making sure, you know, you check off your list this summer league going into the season when it comes to your game, your growth? What would they look like for you?
Yeah, I think obviously we want to go undefeated as a team. Personally, I want to have at least, you know, 2 or 3 triple doubles. You know, my assist to turnover ratio will be pretty well and shoot over 40% from 3.
How did you be able to watch like kind of European basketball growing up? I mean, was it YouTube highlights? Did you actually get to watch full games? What was that like?
Yeah, it was a lot of YouTube. Obviously, Manu, when I picked it up, was just on the back of his career, and Luka was just starting to play overseas. So a lot of him, Manu Ginobili, those 2 guys have really stuck out for me.
Now that you've said that you want to possibly play for like the Polish national team, I believe, at one point, is that still something that's on your mind, and how much would that mean to you?
Yeah, I think it's definitely on my mind. It's something I want to do. I talked to Jeremy Shohan a lot about it. And, you know, I have a lot of cousins back there, and just to play for that team would be something special for me. Yes, she does. My grandma, too. Yes.
Anything on Zoom? Going once, twice, 3 times. Looks like that's it. You're done, Brandon. Thank you.
Probably just seen them though, being up there. Do I need to put this on or not?
Man,
You're good. You good?
want the video to look like?
Hey, I'm cool like this.
It's good. Fire away.
First,
Kind of take us through your draft night, you know, to the point where the Warriors reached out to you, so they wanted to bring you in, you know, your feelings in that moment and kind of, you know, that pairing between you and the team.
Yeah, for sure. I came here on my workout, and I had a pretty good workout, and so I knew that they was really interested in stuff in me. But like right after the draft, they had called me and basically told me that they wanted me for the E10 and stuff, and so I felt really amazing, you know what I'm saying? Because like I always wanted to live in California, and I love the Warriors, so it was like a perfect fit, and it didn't take me too long to make the decision to come out here.
first practice behind you. How did it feel? How would you assess your first practice? Any surprises coming into this first practice with the Warriors and trying to get used to the Warrior system?
I feel like it was great. We all got a chance to compete and, you know, play with each other and fill each other out. I felt like I did pretty good my first day. Just going to try to continue to build and just stack days.
What do you think separates you from, you know, others in terms of talent on this Summer League roster?
My ability to be able to spread the floor and shoot the ball, you know, play off the ball, and, you know, defend multiple positions. So I feel like that kind of separates me from, you know, some.
You had a couple different stops in college. Can you kind of just explain to me your road to get here and how that might have helped you continuing going forward with the Warriors and your pro trajectory?
Yeah, I feel like each stop really helped me in different ways. I learned a lot from each different coach and different, you know, systems, cultures of the programs. And so I feel like it'll really help me in the long run because, you know, in the NBA, you never know. You might be traded, you know, and have to go somewhere else and, you know, pick up right where you left off. And so I feel like it'll help me in the long run. Like I said, I feel like I learned a lot from each school and each stop.
Undrafted players have found a lot more success in the NBA recently. You got GP2 here in the NBA Finals. You saw Max Strus, Gabe Vincent. Does that give you a little bit of extra motivation or a little extra confidence that doesn't matter draft-wise, as if you can play, you can play?
Yeah, most definitely. I actually know Max. He went to DePaul, and so I actually talked to him a couple days before the draft, and I feel like it's really no disparity from, you know, undrafted and drafted, you know, because we compete against each other so much. A lot of these guys I already knew coming into this, and so it's really not that much of a disparity in talent. You just got to go out there and prove yourself, you know, when given the opportunity.
Can you share Max Strus's kind of message to you a little bit as far as one of those guys as well?
Yeah, just to stay focused and wherever I end up to just, you know, play hard and, you know, find my niche, find what I can bring to the team and what will make me stick.
RC Davis Warriors Radio, how's camp been so far?
It's been very exciting. Being here is a surreal moment for me. So I'm just excited to be in this position.
What's the process just been like kind of from pre-draft to now, kind of getting acclimated? How can you kind of wrap your mind around that right now?
It's been pretty exhausting, but overall, I'm excited for this moment. It's something I always dreamed of, so being here and being able to go through that process was very exciting for me.
From the outside looking in, how would you best describe yourself as a player who can kind of fit this system and can help out a team going forward?
I'm a pass-first point guard, so I'm looking to get my teammates involved in with the shooters the Warriors have. I mean, I feel like I can find those guys and get those guys shots when needed, but I also can keep the defense honest with my offense as well. And most importantly, I'm a pest on the defensive end, can pick up full court, guard 1 through the 3, and I'm tough enough to where if we got a 5 switch and I got to battle with those bigs down low, I can do that as well. So overall, I feel like my game is versatile to where I can do a lot of things.
It's early, but if the coaches had asked you or told you to work on anything specific to see from you?
No, not really. Not right now. I mean, I know one of the big knocks on my game is being able to shoot the ball, knock down that 3. So, I mean, that's something I always keep in the back of my head, knowing I got to keep getting better at that.
Aaron Wilson with Cron 4, obviously early in the summer league, but you got your first practice under your belt. Just how did it feel out there? What are some things you noticed about being with the Warriors that you liked or that you have to get used to and adjust to?
One of the things that I kind of knew coming in was just how different it is from college. It's a big step. Practices are not the same. Things are ran a little different. Defensive coverages are different. The offense is different. I was actually talking to one of the coaches today about some of the offensive things we had going, and they are totally different from what I used to do in college. So just being able to adjust. I mean, knowing the Warriors and the offense and the defense, the way they play is pretty different from other organizations and how you would normally play. So just being able to adjust to their system.
From your guys' run in March Madness to the draft process to here, what has everything been like for you?
It's been a great process so far. You know, making it run in the tournament, making the national championship was a huge blessing. And, you know, to top that off, you know, having a good summer with BDA, and actually one of the guys who's on the team here, Adam Kunkel, was my roommate for a month with the draft process. So got the call a couple days ago from the Warriors, and I was super excited. So I'm just blessed to be here and ready to get to work.
What did you learn the most kind of from that March Madness run that you think can kind of prepare you for the next level?
You know, leadership, connectedness, you know, bringing the team together, knowing that a team is at its best when it's player-driven, not coach-driven. And that's what separated us from many other teams. And the more connected we could be, you know, as a team, and my leadership and my communication skills and just showing my effort on and off the court, you know, being a good person, you know, can take teams a long way.
How would you assess, Aaron Wilson with Cron 4, how would you assess your first day of practice being integrated into the Warrior system? Just how was it for you? Obviously, you were excited about the call.
Yeah, it was a great practice today. A lot of energy. Personally, you know, I think I did okay. You know, I think there was, you know, some nerves for everybody out there, you know, when we first started. But it was great. You know, the coaches were great. We communicated at a high level. Everyone is willing to learn. Everyone's talking to each other, you know, motivating each other to do their best. So it was a good first day, and I know we're excited for tomorrow and have an even better day.
Shayna Rubin-Berry, News Group. What do you think is a skill that you bring to this style of basketball that they play here? What do you think? What are your strengths as a player?
Yeah, definitely shooting and defense. You know, pressuring the ball, and as well as being, you know, a versatile player. You know, doing things other guys don't do. You know, as far as being a good screen setter, hustling, getting rebounds, pushing the ball, just pressuring the ball as well. So, I think, being as versatile as I can be, but shooting and defense is, what they expect me to do. So just doing that at a high level.
As someone who played 5 years in college, what was it like as far as the little things that kind of might go beyond the stats that you think that can bring to the Warriors or any other organization?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't emphasize more how, the little things are so important. All my life, I didn't want to be one-dimensional. I always wanted to do several things on the floor to help my team win. And even though I'm a good shooter and I'm a good defender, there's so many other things I could do to help a team win. And being in college and being around, such a winning group of players who had to sacrifice a lot, whether they came from different school and they were a scorer, you see that every day. So, being able to be coachable, do different things on the floor that, you're expected to do or you don't think you are, but you have to, to be able to make a team, that's what I focus on.
Did anything surprise you today at practice, and kind of how would you best assess Jacob Rubin's coaching style?
Nothing really surprised me. I think there's concepts that, we've all learned, throughout our careers, just at a higher level. And Ruben's a great coach. He's a little bit soft-spoken, but he knows what he's talking about for sure. And we listen to him, and so nothing unexpected, and we're excited for tomorrow.
The early impressions of this franchise, the team, the instruction you guys got today.
It's great. I love the way they play. Love the way they coach, and just the energy in the gym is always up. Guys are cheering for each other, being great teammates, and I just love what they're focusing on.
What's the process been like as far as you getting here, getting acclimated, and then obviously so quickly you got Sacramento and Vegas on the horizon?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been quite a process coming out here. Thought it was going to be warm out here, then I got out here. Noticed it's pretty cold out here, so that's a change. But no, it's good. I got one of my boys that is a part of the same agency as me. He was kind of one of my good friends going through that process, so to have him out here on the same team is kind of special to me. Just having him go through this with me and then just meeting all the guys. It's been fun.
What's the one skill that you're trying to really show to the Warriors that you can bring on a consistent basis?
I would say people kind of label me as a shooter, but I'm kind of out to show people that I can do a little bit more than that. I can play off the dribble. I can play out of pick and roll actions, get my teammates involved, and then just be a great teammate, have energy, and communicate.
RC Davis, Warriors Radio. Have you been surprised about anything in camp so far?
Not really. I knew coming in the Warriors were going to be playing fast because that's just kind of their play style. So I was kind of ready for it coming into it.
Coach Kerr said before the players like to play fast, and then it comes time to play fast. Has it been faster than you thought?
A little bit, but I mean, I knew coming into it I was going to have to get in better shape just to be able to play here and play that style of play. So I was ready for it.
What's Jacob Rubin like as a coach? What was your first impression of him today at practice?
He's great. He's great. My first impression was just that he's kind of a player's coach. I can tell I would get along with him. He's about the right things, just playing hard, competing, playing together, sharing the ball, communicating, talking, getting back on defense. So all about the right things. So I had a good first impression of him.
Any questions on Zoom?
You did a pre-draft workout. I'm not on Zoom. I'm right here. You did a pre-draft workout with the Warriors earlier. I mean, what was the kind of the feedback that they gave you?
It was good feedback. I mean, it was when I came in for the pre-draft workout. It was up and down. I was out of breath, out of shape a little bit, but I feel like I shot it well, and they gave me a little bit of good feedback. So I was hopeful to get the call up to the summer league, and here we are.
Anybody else want to break the rules? Okay.
I used my break the rules. Sorry. My name is Madeline Kenny with the Bay Area News Group.
There we go.